Hey everybody, it is week 18 of Journal U52, and this week we're going to be talking about health. So there's all different kinds of health spreads out there. If you look in the description of the YouTube video, there is a link to a gallery full of at least 50 different types of health spreads. But today I kind of want to make it equal for everybody, and I made this little template for a 30-day challenge. So I challenge you guys to find a 30-day challenge that works for you. Even if it's not crazy exercise, something like having to do with health. And it's not like you have to start tomorrow, but this is a cool little template to add to your journal. And I'm going to show you which one I picked and how to use this tracker here. So this you should have gotten in your email, and it's also in the description, the direct link to it. I want to say hello. I'm sorry, I saw the two Cheryls here earlier, and Betty and Wendy and Karen, so good to see all of you guys. I went to Google, so this is what I suggest you do to find your challenge, and let me know if you have looked already, because I know I emailed you guys like an hour and a half ago, if you have found a challenge or see something cool. This is what I suggest you do. Go to Google and type in 30-day challenge, and then go to images. So once you go to images, there's all kinds of different ones you can choose. This is a fun get healthier challenge. Some of them are a lot more intense than others. Some of them are relatively maybe start out simple and get a lot harder. But the point is you want to commit to 30 days of doing something. So, and something that you want to get better at. So there's all different kinds. You can also go to Pinterest and search 30-day challenge. This is actually where I found the one I picked. And there's all different type of little printable ones if you want to try any of these. So say you wanted to print one of these pictures. If you don't go to or you click and go to the website, you can see it and simply print it. If you do want to, you can right click and do open image in new tab, and you can print from there, or go to the blogger. Make sure you give them credit. If you do any of these challenges, make sure you maybe write down where you got it from, just in case anybody else wants to know where you got it from, but that's how you print. And I printed mine at about 60% so I could paste it into the journal. So I got this one from culturetrip.com, and it's a 30-day health challenge. It's all pretty simple stuff, nothing too crazy, and that's why I want to say commit to it so it's not too crazy overwhelming. So anyways, the plank thing is, I know, crazy, but I think any of these, if you get into the habit of doing it, it's really awesome for you anyways. So the one I have is on the printable. So I have the 30-day challenge. This is just a printable version of it. And then here is one that has the actual measurement. So you can use the Door Hanger Pro, you can use the Journal Companion on this right page to make these boxes, or you can just count the squares like you typically do in your journal. So anyways, the bottom part, it says why, so that's why you want to complete the challenge. And then reflect part on the right side is once you get finished, how you feel after you complete it. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to switch on over to the lovely desk view. This again is the health challenge I picked, but you can use this. That's the point of this whole template, is to use this whole thing for any challenge that you want. So here we go, get a little centered here. And I am going to go live on Instagram, so give me 1 second. And let me get that pulled up. So yeah, if you're here, if you haven't said hi, say hi. Tell me where you're from. Let me know if this is your first or not first live draw that you've been to. And if you are here on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to stay updated. This one shouldn't take too long. The whole point of this is printing it at a certain size so you can actually just cut it out and paste it into your book. So there's nothing crazy. If you want to, you can write the challenge prompts on days 1 through 30. I didn't make this like a calendar, like a typical 7-day across, just because I want you to focus more on doing it each day, not worrying about the particular week. So it's grouped in 5 and then it's 6 tall. So 5 across and 6 tall. Makes it kind of even. Let me go live on Instagram. Give me 1 sec. Alright, so Instagram, if you want to download this printable, it is on the YouTube description, but this is where it is. So bit.ly/30-day PDF. So it gives you the measurements, gives you a little synopsis of what Journal U52 is, and then just a printable version. If you just want to print it, don't even want to add it to your journal. So with all my templates, I always just kind of look. Hi Pam, good to see you. Let me know, Instagram people, who's here. Say hello, don't be shy. And we're just going to start out with the right page. And so what I always like to do is start out with a pencil and make the grid. And the grid on this page is K and then G. And what that means is we're splitting the page up into the K, which is, let's see, 5 equal sections because we want it 5 across, and then the, what did I say, G, which is 8 high. So I'm gonna group it into 6, but it's gonna be actually 8 tall. There we go. So this could totally be used like any month for any kind of Instagram challenge. It doesn't have to be like a fitness challenge. You can do it for a lettering challenge or a doodle challenge, like Karen said. You can do it for really anything. It's kind of just making yourself accountable. And also, you don't have to, if you miss a day, don't feel bad, because how I'm setting this up, you can actually do it over a little bit longer just in case something comes up. There's always life that happens. But the best way to make sure you complete it is to actually schedule all these things in your day. So just schedule like 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day to do this certain thing on the challenge. And I also have an awesome lettering challenge coming up in June that I want to get you guys excited for. It should be really fun. But more details to come. It's in the works right now, so more details to come. So I'm just doing my super light pencil lines. I barely hold it because I know I'm going to be erasing these later. And I'm also thinking about making a new is your Karen's sister named Carol? Also thinking about making a new revamped door hanger too, with the numbers and the letters. So anyways, that's in the far future, but it's on my mind right now. So alright, so I'm just going to do these middle ones, and I want to show you these Tombow Mono pens. So this is the 5 tip. This is the thickest one they have, so that's what I'm going to use first. And I'm going to make all the main lines thicker than normal. So I am going to use the door hanger. You can use a ruler if you want to. But the whole point is making a 6x5 grid, and it's over these lines that we already drew. So does anybody have any new journal supplies that they want to tell me about? I feel like I haven't gotten any in forever. I always just use the same things, but I need to branch out and try something new. So I do have a few health trackers, like I've done the Beachbody stuff, I've done them in my past journals. This one I actually have the Live 4 from Beachbody. And it kind of just looks like an Excel sheet because it's just like literally a graph where I write the weights, and I use the varying thickness tips on these pens to make it look a little different. I'll show you that in a second. And it's still blank because all of my stuff is still on my actual tracker sheets where I work out. I haven't transferred it over to the journal, but it looks really cool blank. So, but once I finish, I'll transfer it all over. Let me show you. That's the bad thing about not having an index, because I don't have this marked. Now I can't find it. Anyways. There we go. Here it is. Here's the lift tracker. This is a workout tracker, so it goes through, it's an 8-week program, so it goes through each one of the days, and it tells you can do the certain rounds because there's 3 rounds each time, so you put your weights in the rounds. So that's a very specific tracker for just that workout program, but it just shows you how many different things we can do in there. So let me see. How is the Scribwell Dot Journal, Cheryl? I haven't tried that one yet. I'm thinking about trying Archer and Olive for my next journal. We'll see. So the other thing that I want to do is I'm going to put the lines across just down just a little bit, like almost a square across underneath. And I'm going to do that with my super thin pen. This is the 1mm Tombow Mono drawing pen. And I'm just going to put it right underneath. So this is going to give me space to actually write the date in for each one of the days. And you could totally do this challenge template in here and save it for June and use it for our big lettering one. But if you're not ready to commit to a challenge yet, that'll be a fun one to do in the near future. And so I'm doing the same thing on the sides. Vertical lines with my, and you could use different colors too if you want to, but all right, so there is the simple grid. So that's 30 days. In these little top corners, I'll put the day numbers. And then on this page, my intention is like just to, I printed this at 60%, and then this is an A5 journal. So I was just gonna cut it out and washi tape it in. And then underneath, the whole point of these guys, if you want to add this section, this was kind of like a last minute thing that I thought about adding, but putting it underneath, if you want to, you could washi it on your paper and then put little notes about each day underneath, or you could simply write out the prompts if you're not going to print this out. You could just write down each one. So the first day is like chew 30 times. The second one is don't eat past 7 p.m. These are fun little challenges. And again, this is from culturetrip.com is where I got this challenge from. And they're all going to vary in size, so the Y part might be in a different spot. I could have made it a little shorter to fit perfectly. Maybe I could just, I think I'm just going to cut this top part off. And then this washi tape, I know some of you guys have ordered door hangers. This is the stuff I use for my door hangers. Sealing it up. So and this just makes it a lot easier unless you really want to add everything. And then underneath you can do the 1 through 30 if you want to. I'm just going to make this like a little flap. I hate to cover that up. There we go. And then I'm going to use the good old Suki Tombow pen. This is the hard tip, of course. Let's see. So that is, instead of making this little box here that's on the template, I'm just putting the question here, and then I'm going to also put it here. And then if you look at the template on the key one, on the measurement one, it has this up here. So you can really use these boxes for anything. The very first one, of course, is going to be the day number. So in this tiny box is where I'm going to put the day numbers. It does require you to write a little small, but you can get it in there. All right, so 30 days, there we go. And then so I'm just going to write up here 30-day health challenge. And again, if you want the PDF, it's in the VIP vault at thelifebywhitney.com, or you can check your email if you're subscribed. If not, you can go here and grab the PDF. health challenge. Yay. And that's from culturetrip.com. So I won't leave them out. I'll put them big here, down here. All right. Hey, Janie. Good to see you. Welcome back. And I will do the last thing up here. I will add this little key so you know exactly what these dates mean. So really, this is up to you how you want to track it. So say if you're like maybe doing like a weight loss challenge or something, this would be a good place to add your numbers. I don't suggest doing that in 30 days and checking your weight every day. I think that's not a good way to get motivated. You need to do it at least once a week. But anyways, if you're doing something like a fitness challenge, you can maybe put little icons of how you feel in these boxes. You could just make a little key that has like a happy, sad, or anything kind of face, frustrated face. Or you can also add different words of how you felt during the challenge. You could just simply make it a check mark that you actually did the challenge, or an X if you didn't. And then you can also maybe use colors for like a color code. You can make the key up here different colors for how you felt. Really, you can get as creative as you want here. So I'm going to add my little box up at the top. And this is just the key part to show you exactly what everything means. And if you tag your spreads this week, if you do the health related spread, it doesn't have to be this 30-day challenge thing. It can be anything related to health. It can be old or new pictures. Tag it with hashtag JYHealth. And you will get entered into the giveaway this week. That is for a 10-pack of Tombow dual brush pens and a set of these mono pens too from Tombow. There's 3 in that little pack, but there's some of the best little everyday kind of writing pens. And I like the different thicknesses. So these are just going to be arrows showing what everything is. Hi, Miss Dinah. Good to see you. Have you been here before? Been to a live draw before? So this is let's see. Use the 3 toes right in between. So that's the one I kind of like to write with. So I'm thinking up here will be the section you write the date in. And then this will be where you write the day in that small box, which we already did. I also encourage you to write your start date so you actually have a time that you're going to start the challenge. And then this can be maybe a little doodle of the challenge is what I'm going to do. And then this maybe will be like, did I do it? So like a check mark. Alright, I'm thinking color coding, like no, and then yes. So if I mark this box with pink, it means I did it. If I mark it with this teal color, then that means no, I missed it. But some of these aren't really relevant, like walking to work, like number 8. Absolutely can't do that because I work 30-minute drive from here. But I could replace it with something else, like taking the dog for a walk or something like this. super quick, super easy little challenge. It's fun if you just want to, if you don't want to write all of the different challenge things, you can just paste it in here. You could always add certain notes underneath if you want to. I am going to do a quick flip through. This was like an incredibly fast live draw, so I will do a quick flip through here. I won't go into too much detail, but I always like to end on my little flip through. And I didn't add much color to that, so it definitely didn't take as long as it normally does. So anyways, Golden Globes, lettering stuff, YouTube videos, Bachelor pics. I'm trying to adjust here. Here we go. T-Tracker, Super Bowl stuff. Yeah, so Miss Dinah asked what the two different door hangers are. And actually, I'm using both of them right now. So the very first door hanger is the one I came up with originally, and it goes under the lectern, so it actually has the numbers here. So it goes from 1 to 38, so that's the number of squares tall, so it lines up with your squares. So a lot of my older layouts in my VIP vault at the website have just the numbers. But the newer layouts, I was trying to make it applicable for everybody. These have letters instead of numbers. So it doesn't actually fall on every single line or every single dot, but say if you wanted to split your page in half, I'm trying to get on both cameras here. If you're wanting to split your page in half, you would look at the A marker, which is right here. Still the same concept, you just slide it under the page. You can use them as rulers if you want, but it goes all the way up into 8 sections. So if you want to split it into, say you wanted to split it into 8 equal sections, you could look at the G and see these little G marks and slide it under here. It'll show you exactly where to draw those lines to split it up into 8 equal sections. So there's different reasons that you would use them, but a lot of my layouts now kind of have both. So they have the numbers and the letters. But eventually, like I said, I do want to come up with one with both the numbers and the letters. So I'll keep going through. This was January. I did start this book in January. I'm almost finished with it. These are just brainstorm ideas, and then there is a lot of these things we have done in Journal U52, and they were live, so if you want to come back, this was a goal spread that I did mainly with washi. Hashtag research, there's a huge post on this on the blog if you're interested in learning more about journaling hashtags. And then there's some just brainstorm stuff, InDesign and Photoshop, or what I've been trying to learn. Netflix stuff, list of things, so just different things to do. Phase 3, which already announced on Journal U. This was another live draw. This was all of your words of the years. YouTube videos, different types, all different just banner ideas and different pen tests here. Journal U52 ideas. This is when I re-released the site. This was back in January. Lift 4, like I showed you guys. This was a cover page, kind of practicing lettering too. Drawing the 52 weeks of winners. I did contact the winner from last week's giveaway on Instagram, so she got back to me. Will be announced in the newsletter and on my Instagram story. These were all different layout ideas. Let's see, pins I found in my abandoned drawer you saw. Digital productivity, I'll definitely do some stuff on that because I love it. Story covers to create for the Instagram account. This was a huge ideas post. There's like 250 something ideas on here at least. Grammy stuff. Let's see, more Grammy stuff. Different pen tests. Lettering, and this is kind of what the challenge in a few weeks is going to be back in June. So keep a lookout for that. Here's a fun little about me spread. I'm still very unfinished, but will be sometime soon. Finance spread. This was a music spread from last year. Dividers. Let's see. Brainstorming in March. Totally didn't finish that. Still some blank pages. This is supplies that I love. And then these were very simple weeklies that month during March. This was when I was planning a trip for my friend's bachelorette party. This is on the Instagram account. You can see how to split up your pages. Still a lot of drafts in here. Dual brush pen test on the black. Hand lettering tips. Yeah, if you're on Instagram, just like click a little heart. Hi Nat, hi Nan's Bujo just joined. Let's see. This was kind of like a how-to drawing. So this was one of my time blocking things. It's one of my favorites. It tells me how I spend my time from Monday, every day of the week. And it's color coded here, so my phone's telling me like low battery on Instagram. So this is a cover page. Let's see, April. We did draw this in April. These are completely like rough. I don't spend as much time on my weekly spreads as I used to, but this is some weekly spread stuff. Clearly, I missed a few days. It happens to the best of us. And here was just totally just trying to throw things together. I did finish my currently spread though and have all the different things. This was like super fun and I need to start doing that in every single month. Here's one I just finished, or almost finished really. It's Snapseed steps. Steps for editing my pictures in Snapseed. And these are all the pictures I edit for Instagram and for the website. So we did this also on YouTube in one of the lab draws. This is something that's fun coming. This is the challenge in June. This is my very simple May spread. Still haven't done anything else with it, but I just need, May's going to be insanely busy, so I need to add a lot of this. And then these are my weekly spreads for May, so this is super simple. Just brush letter the names and then use the dual brush pen to make those numbers behind it. All right, and then we just did this 30-day health tracker challenge. And then the other day we did the self-care ideas. I ended up coloring with a pencil. I still feel like I need to color over that a little bit more, but that's okay. And then literally there's just like 15, 20 pages left, so we're gonna finish this pretty soon. I am gonna sign off on Instagram. Let's see. All right, so I want to say bye to Instagram. I will see you guys later. Definitely go to the VIP vault and get that download if you want to. I'll see you guys. Let's see. All right, that is it. That was super quick and easy. I mean, I don't think we've ever had one go that quick. So definitely share what challenges you're picking to do if you pick one. And if not, wait till June and we're going to have a super fun one. This is the tracker. I don't know when I'm going to start this challenge. Like I said, May is insanely busy, but most of these are pretty simple things. So I'll keep you updated and I'll definitely post this on Instagram and wherever else. Let me know if you have any questions before we go. The giveaway this week is tag your Instagram pictures with JY Health, hashtag JY Health, any health related spread. So it can be old or new. It can be the challenge spread that we just drew or anything like that. As long as it has to do with health, then we're good. And anyways, I think I am done for the day. I guess that was a really quick one, but I hope you guys enjoy your afternoon. Thank you so much for being here again. If you did like the video, please subscribe. If you didn't get the email today, make sure to subscribe to the newsletter. I think that's it. Adios, you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.